Warning: this video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness.
Yo, what is up YouTube? Today I'm giving you the top 5 best assault rifles in Bloodstrike. If you are tired of guessing which assault rifle is actually worth using in 2026, this video is for you. I will save you time by showing you what actually works in real matches, and if you do enjoy this video, do well to like, turn on post notifications for more videos, and of course subscribe. Before we begin, shout out to my channel members. If you want to join the channel membership, use the link in the description down below. Big shout out to today's sponsor, Wingstore, the most trusted and affordable top-up platform for Bloodstrike. With Wingstore, you could top up gold instantly at the lowest prices and with 100% safety guaranteed. No more overpriced payments or waiting hours to receive your recharge. It is always fast, reliable, and secure. They even support every payment method you can think of, from bank transfers all the way to crypto. So if you need a quick recharge before jumping back into a match, Wingstore is the way to go. Check the link in the description and pin comment and start recharging now. And as the video goes on, please let me know down in the comments which gun does not deserve to be on this list and which one you think should replace it. Remember, assault rifles only. Coming in at number 5 is the CAG 6. This is one of those assault rifles that just feels stable and beginner friendly. It is light, easy to control, and very forgiving if your aim is not perfect yet. Up close, the CAG 6 actually feels pretty good. The hip fire is decent, and in tight fights you can actually depend on it, especially if you are playing aggressive indoors. But this is where the problem starts. The damage is low, so the time to kill feels really slow, and once fights stretch into mid or long range, you really feel it. The range and damage are just not there, which makes it harder to win long range fights unless the enemy makes a mistake. That is why it sits at number 5. It is not bad, it is just limited. Great for beginners and close range fights, but not an assault rifle you want to rely on late game. Anyway, here is the loadout I have for you guys. For the muzzle, I went to the precision suppressor because it added a little bit range over there for me. As you can see, normally I would have gone for more recoil control over here, but the precision suppressor adds a little bit range, which the CAG 6 really needs. As for the barrel, I went with the 19.5 Ranger barrel. It adds some range again and more recoil control. As for the underbarrel, more recoil control and hip fire accuracy. That is why it is actually pretty decent indoors, during fights and all of that. And then for the optic, I didn't actually put anything since the mobility of the CAG 6 is actually pretty decent compared to the rest of the other assault rifles. So yeah, I just prefer to use it for close range instead of using no iron sights. If you do not have this skin, I would prefer that you use the RMR reflex sights. And then as for the stock, I went with the Bison heavy stock. It adds more recoil control but has a nerf in the movement speed, which is totally fine for an assault rifle. And then for the magazine, I went with the 60 round mag. The mag capacity of an assault rifle should indeed be maxed out. Coming in at number 4 is the QBZ, and this gun is a straight up confidence booster once you master it. In auto mode, it feels very basic, nothing crazy, but the moment you equip a certain attachment to make it turn into boss mode, this gun automatically becomes insane. The QBZ hits hard, has great range, and the time to kill is really good. It is super reliable when fighting squads because if you land your shots, enemies are going to drop fast. Now, this is not a beginner friendly assault rifle. The recoil is rough, especially if you panic spray, but once you actually learn the recoil pattern and stay calm, the QBZ is 100% worth it. It rewards skill, and that is why it sits comfortably at number 4. Anyway guys, here is the loadout for the QBZ. Over here we have the BAS suppressor. You can see it has recoil control, range, and also of course reduced sound alert range. And as for the barrel, we have an extended barrel. It also increases the range. That is why it is very good in long range. As you can see, even recoil control has also been added, and length and vertical grip, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy, which makes it a little bit good in close range. And then for the optic, I picked the 3x Bravo battle sight because the range is actually pretty decent on this gun. Even though it looks at 19, it is actually still very good. So yeah, I use it a lot for long range. And then as for the stock, I go with the sniper rifle stock. Extra recoil control, movement speed has been nerfed drastically with this attachment, but it doesn't really matter. Once again, it is an assault rifle, so you don't exactly be running around with it. And as for the magazine, I went with a 75 round drum. Remember what I said earlier, you need to max out the magazine capacity for assault rifles. And then as for the action, this is the special attachment that you equip to make it turn into burst mode, and that is the 3 round burst action. As as you can see, an insane boost in hipfire accuracy, 3-round burst, fire rate, and damage. Yes, the damage has been increased, and also the fire rate. But anyway guys, that is the loadout for the QBZ. At number 3 we have the M4A1, and this is hands down the most beginner friendly assault rifle in Bloodstrike. The aim on this gun feels almost magnetic, the recoil is basically zero, and it is extremely easy to control even in messy fights. It performs really well in close and mid-range fights, and while it is not amazing at long range, it is still decent enough to win the fight because of how stable it feels. The damage is mid, the time to kill is decent, but what really makes the M4A1 shine is reliability. In one-on-one gunfights, the M4A1 almost never lets you down, and that is why it sits at number 3. It might not be a 10 out of 10, but it gets the job done majority of the time. As for the loadout, this is what I have here for you guys. For the muzzle, I have the compensator. The barrel, I have the 13.5 MK16 barrel. You can see a boost in range and recoil control. For the underbarrel, we have the lengthened vertical grip, a boost in recoil control and hipfire accuracy, which makes it a little bit good in close range. You know, you can easily hipfire with that little boost in hipfire accuracy, and the overall accuracy sits at 23. You can see that it is not even close to the normal accuracy of the default gun, but yeah, it is still something anyway. And I went with the 2x scope because I use it mostly for mid-range, and the 2x scope is just really nice on this gun. And then as for the stock, I went with the CQR stock. You can see a boost in the recoil control, and then for the magazine, a 60 round drum magazine. And yeah, that is literally the loadout I have for you guys for the M4A1. Coming in at number 2 is the Galil, and this is easily one of the most versatile assault rifles in Bloodstrike. The hipfire accuracy is good, the vertical recoil is easy to control, and once you learn the recoil pattern, it feels very comfortable to use. What makes the Galil stand out is how well it performs across different ranges. It is great from mid to long range, and depending on how you build it, you can adjust it to match your playstyle. That flexibility alone makes it a huge confidence booster in fights. The time to kill is decent, it feels reliable in matches, and it gives you options instead of locking you into one way of playing. That is why the Galil sits at number 2. Now for the loadout of the Galil, for the muzzle, I have the tactical muzzle brake, which has a huge boost in recoil control and a little boost in range. It is pretty decent. And as for the barrel, I have a heavy barrel which increases the range and the recoil control equally. And then as for the underbarrel, I have a recoil control boost and a hipfire accuracy boost. That is why I said the hipfire accuracy is pretty decent. I actually like my assault rifles altogether to at least have a little bit of hipfire accuracy there, just in case someone just pops into my screen. It is easy for me to take them out. Now I have a 3x Bravo battle sight over here because I mostly use the Galil for long range fights. And then as for the stock, I use a sniper rifle stock. You can see a boost in the recoil control and a nerf in movement and ADS movement speed, but it doesn't really matter. And then as for the magazine, I went with a 60 round drum magazine. And yeah, that is the loadout for the Galil. And at number 1, we have the AK-47. This gun is an insane clutch machine. The damage per shot is insane, and even though the recoil looks absolutely crazy, it is 100% worth it once you master the recoil. This is not a beginner friendly assault rifle at all. The recoil is wild, it looks shaky all the time, and while shooting it feels like you would miss some shots, but somehow those shots are still gonna land, and when they land, enemies literally disappear. The AK-47 is always reliable no matter the situation. The time to kill is decent, the confidence boost it gives you in fights is real, and if your aim is good, the gun is a straight up table turner. You can literally be in the disadvantage in a fight, and the AK-47 would literally flip everything around. What makes it even crazier is that people have literally forgotten about this gun and nobody really uses it in their loadouts anymore. But trust me, this rifle is still broken. Master it and it will reward you every single time. As for the loadout, this is what I have for you guys for the AK-47. For the muzzle, we have the compensator. You can see a boost in the range and the recoil control. And as for the barrel, we have boost in the range and recoil control, and we chose the Texas barrel for this one, although you can see a huge drop in the movement speed. But yeah, it is, like I said, assault rifles don't really need movement speed, so that is fine. And as for the underbarrel, we went with the lengthened vertical grip. You can see a boost in the recoil control and once again a huge nerf in the movement speed, but that is still fine. Now as for the AK-47, I didn't really want to pick a huge scope because the recoil on this gun is insane. It is so much, so I settled down for the 2x scope, which did an amazing job for me. And as for the stock, I went with the Zukov stock. You can see a boost in the recoil control and once again a nerf in the movement speed, and overall 60 round drum magazine to top it up. And yeah, that is the loadout for the AK-47. So real quick, here is the full list again so you do not forget it. At number 5, CAC 6, stable, beginner friendly, but limited by low damage and range. Number 4, QBZ, high damage, insane in burst mode, but only shines if you can control the recoil. Number 3, M4A1, the most beginner friendly assault rifle with zero stress and reliable fights. Number 2, Galil, super versatile, strong at mid to long range and easy to build around your playstyle. And at number 1, the AK-47, high skill, high reward, forgotten by many but still absolutely broken in the right hands. Now that is my top list for the top 5 assault rifles in Bloodstrike for 2026 based purely on real gameplay and experience. Let me know down in the comments which assault rifle you are currently using and which one you think does not deserve to be on this list. If I missed your favorite gun, call me out in the comment section, but remember, assault rifles only. If this video helped you in any way, do also like, turn on post notifications and subscribe for more Bloodstrike guides and gameplay. I'll catch you in the next one. It's your boy Knox. Peace.